Hello everyone, welcome back to Let's Play Breath of the Wild. This is Michael217, and I am in Hateno Village with some explaining to do. Um, in my last recording session, my commentary audio cut out. It cut out right when I was in the dye shop, coloring my clothes, which, by the way, I'll show you what I did there. I made my hood white because I figured, I'll stick with the tradition of changing the color of my Hylian hood between all the divine beasts, and now it's white for this last one. And also change a couple of my main outfits that I'm going to be wearing quite a bit, like the Zora armor that I have, which, by the way, I am missing the headpiece too. But I made the torso purple and the pants kind of a red color, and then my climbing gear is completely changed to kind of a black and orange kind of style. So that's what the climbing gear looks like that I have on now. So there's that. But anyway, yeah, that's where my audio cut out, and conveniently, I guess that was right where that last episode was ending anyway. Um, yeah, it turned out that I actually lost more than 30 minutes of commentary audio, which is, of course, an entire episode. Usually when it's a small amount, I've had these mishaps before, but before it's only been like about a couple minutes, maybe at most 5 minutes. And in those situations, I just did post commentary over that. But in this case, I can't just. I don't want to post commentate an entire 30-minute episode, so I'd rather just do it over. I was able to go far enough back and save points that I could pretty much redo everything that I did in those 30 plus minutes. Um, One of those things being this, upgrading my house. Um, yeah, I don't really plan on completely perfectly recreating what I did in those 30 minutes. I just don't care to. It's not going to be perfect, but at least I do have an agenda that I'm going to follow through on. Just because in that time, I didn't really accomplish a whole lot in that time, but I did discover some things that interested me. I basically I have a shrine lead, and it's not a shrine quest. I had my sensor go off somewhere, so I'm going to go in that direction of where my shrine sensor went off and go to that area again. There's a side quest I did. Um, the last save point that I really picked up as right here at Tino Tower. Essentially, I mean, like after I did my um, dyeing of my clothes and did what I just did right there to my house, which was just adding a Beaumont. I could have done more, but I just don't feel like wasting time with that. That's something I can just do between episodes. I really should have done that before I started recording this, but oh well. But my brain just stopped. My brain just stopped. This is where my last save point was. I mean, yeah, essentially I did my clothes dyeing and I did my upgrade to my house, and then I just warped here because I'm trying to warp around a little bit. I wasted so much time in Kakariko Village. Yeah, let me see if I got this Korok. There's a Korok right down. I did get it. That was saved. That's interesting. That was saved. There's a. I guess I'm just gonna float over it then. Well, that's something that's just gonna be lost. I mean, there might be. I wonder if there's anything down here then. Where I eventually end up is down here. I don't remember if I got any more Koroks in that session or not. I know there was that one down there. Shoot. That just makes me wonder then what else was lost. Um, Maybe I should just go ahead and warp over here then. Because the side quests I unlock, that's basically what I take on here. I think I know what I ended up doing and where exactly I saved. So what I did, I guess I'm kind of recreating what I did, but I'm not gonna waste too much of your time recreating it. I'm just gonna kind of gloss over it. So down below here, there's a little pond or lake, and you can see it right there. You can see that ring of lily pads. As you know, that's how you would get a Korok. So that's where that Korok is. I fell down there and got that Korok and just basically climbed back up. And then I decided I'd rather not walk all the way over here. So I warped over to the stable, which is ultimately where I wanted to go. I wanted to get to a stable so I can get a horse. Because it's been a while since I've ridden around on a horse, and I'd rather travel that way. Um, so that's really why I wanted to go to the stable. But this time, I can probably just do what I'm doing and just glide all the way there. So I'll do that, maybe. I could get a new horse. That's something completely new I could do that I didn't do in that lost episode. The lost episode makes me sound like I'm talking about a TV series. Like this is a TV series and there's just an episode that didn't come out and then they released the episode much later. Um, yeah, I think what I did was I warped over to the stable after I got the Korok because I didn't really feel like climbing all the way up that thing out of that trench and walking all the way over here. So I warped to the shrine right over here. I learned about the side quest. Let me get back to the text for this side quest so I can give you some context. I'd rather just have these guys talk. So they of course have a side quest where there's a lost treasure. And they'll give you some clues to that. It should unlock on our side quest screen. It'll say the treasure of Misco, the Great Bandit, which that doesn't really matter to us, but we just know we're going for a treasure hunt. And they should give us the location of it. At least it kind of a, oh yeah, you have to pay for it. You have to pay for the clue. 100 rupees, which isn't that much. And then they say it'd be steal to get this scoop for 1,000 rupees, but I don't think you actually have to pay that. You just have to pay the 100. I don't know if you have the option to pay 1,000 to get even more information, but the information they give you is just enough. Was I not paying attention? I mean, it'll show up in my quest screen anyway. Yeah, I wasn't paying attention to the text there. I should have just read it, but it'll show up on the quest screen here. The clue is it's mainly in that quote right there. The little twin steps over the little river. My cave rests above the river's source. So, I of course know what the answer is to this, so it kind of takes away a little bit of the puzzle solving. But, when you think river source, you just want to look at a little river and source. Well, I figured that it would have to be someplace close to the stable. So originally I was thinking maybe it was this, but then I saw the river keeps going, so it's not really the river source. Like you're trying to look for a place where a river stops, and it stops here, but really you can tell it doesn't really stop there. It's just an underpass, and it keeps going. But it does indefinitely stop right over here. It definitely stops there. So that's a river source. It's also kind of a skinny river. So that's how I figured that this is where I would go to complete that side quest, which is indeed what we have to do. So that's where I'm going to end up going. And yeah, I think what I did in my lost recording was I just warped from here back to the tower. I guess. No, I don't think I did that. I know I got my horse out and I rode on the path. But that would be counterproductive to go to the tower. I'm just trying to remember where I picked my save up from. Well, I think I'm just going to do what I did last time and ride my horse again. So I'll get out Doug. It don't really matter which one. And I'm just going to ride along the land. Yeah, so you're really not missing anything. like missing anything that I'm like recording over or redoing. The only thing you really miss is me picking up that Korok, which wasn't exciting anyway. I got the gist of what I had to do. I had to drop down between those things and make sure I'm going in the right direction. I am. Okay. Very good. Oh, here's a Korok. Let's see if I got this one. I know this is... No, actually, it's not a Korok. It's a treasure. Never mind. I'll get it anyway. Just for the sake of it. I'm curious, though, if I already have the treasure now. I can demonstrate this. This, spring hammer that you get from Kilton at the monster shop is pretty good for using on stasis. So, because it propels things pretty far. Okay, good. I can open this chest again. It should just be an opal. Yeah. Not much, but it's something. It's 60 rupees. It's the thought that counts of picking up a treasure and getting a rusty broadsword and a rusty shield for no reason. I don't want the shield anyway. Okay, I'll just continue on. There's nothing really interesting to see along the way, so I could cut if I wanted to, but... I guess, I mean, it'd be worth explaining kind of the clues that come in here. Didn't quite catch the name of that bridge, but this is the Little Twin Bridge, so you remember, like, the Little Twin Steps and the Little River. So you see the Little Twin Bridge, so that gives you a clue that you're on the right track. And speaking of being on the right track, yeah, you get the blinking right when you get around here, too. So there's a shrine here. I did not find the shrine in my lost recording, so that's still something that we're going to have to work on. I'm going to really quick capture this treasure. And while we're on the subject of technical problems, I might as well just keep going into it and fix my blipping on the screen. It's happening, the capture card again, so... I'll be right back. Let me fix that. Okay, I think that looks a lot better. So, that's rectified, at least for now. This should be the river source right here. So I'm going to have to do a little bit of climbing. Now I can show off my new climbing gear. This should be a Korok. Now let's see if that shows up on the map. It doesn't. So that wasn't saved. That's an easy one. You can't miss that. Okay. Yeah, I guess I'm just going to have to climb up. I can see a top right there. I could cheat. Oh, I kind of want to... Can I... Okay, I can cancel that. Oh, we learned something new right there. That's not a good place to use that. There's going to be a lot of climbing coming up to try to find the shrine, which, again, I have no idea where it is. So, I want to use Valley Skill very selectively here. So I'm just going to do it like this. I shouldn't even really need to speed up anything, maybe. Might just be able to do a couple leaps here and there. Might be able to stop at a couple spots along the way. I can see a spot right here where this mushroom is. Silent shrooms. Nope, don't want to go back down. You want to go up. Yeah, I can just abuse my stamina. Just do this. I'm glad we have enough that we can do that. I'm a little bit worried about this keys knocking me down, though. Get a weapon out. Anything. Oh, wow. Is that not killing them in one shot? They have 1 HP. No, that's definitely what's killing them. I would like to show off this thing actually propelling enemies far away. I don't know if it only works with, like, bigger enemies or not. What am I doing? I was going to use bomb arrows, but I should just use regular bombs. Not waste any arrows on this. There's quite a few things to blow up in here. So, the treasure... There's a lot of stuff in here. There's, like, spears. There's nothing, like, really notable in here. Get opal. This should be... And that's what completes the side quest. I don't think it really matters what treasure you open to complete the side quest. It's just a bunch of random treasure. Some hardy truffle, so some weapons. Again, there's just typical stuff you would find. Mildly disappointed by it, just because I thought there maybe is like some diamonds and stuff in here. I mean, I guess sapphires, like 2 sapphires, that's really nothing to scoff at. I don't remember what's behind this rock wall. Another treasure. And what does it contain? Maybe something a little better? A flame blade. Now I remember that. Inventory is full. Well, I definitely want that. I'll get rid of this rusty sword that I just picked up a while ago. And part of me wants that spear, but it's not going to do anything for me. I will happily use that on these 2 barrels. And get roasted meat. I should have just broke the... I really don't want roasted meat. I want the raw meat so I can cook better meals. Oh well. So now the whole point's gonna be to find that shrine. If anything, losing some of that footage has saved me time, but by the time I got to the point where I'm at here, I was about at the end of the video. So I might actually find the shrine before the end of the episode. See, the thing is, I mean, I've explored a lot of this now, and I've been able to scratch off some, what am I trying to say? To narrow down where it could be, I've been able to eliminate some possibilities of where the shrine could be. But let me get to the top of this. Oh, I'm gonna fall. Is there any place I can stand right here? Ooh, okay, that was good enough. That was really well done. Sometimes, like, you just have to trust yourself a little bit. And you might have to, like, slide down to recover your stamina, but you just have to be really... You have to have good judgment about how steep the slope is going to be, and if it's going to be steep enough where Link's going to, like, slide down and fall. Like, if I would have waited too long there to try to recover my stamina, I would have fell. Okay, I can leap up this. And make it right here. Try to ignore these guys. If I can. I don't think he's going to let me ignore him. Let's not use that on him. Let's use something weaker like a mop. That's fine. I'll let your head just roll off the side, and I'm okay with that. So, I found that the, wow, I have a multi-shot. I found that the sensor beeps more as I head out this way. Like, if I try to go up, like, you know, all the way back here, it's not going to beep at all. But if I go out this way, it beeps. And that same thing happened when I was over... I climbed up kind of that side over there. And I had the same results, where if I walked towards the land as I climbed up, it stopped beeping. But if I head out this way, towards, like, the river and the woods down there, it beeps more. So it makes me think that the shrine isn't high up. What I'm going to do is I'm going to work my way down. I climb up as high as I can and just work my way down. But again, every time I head out towards here, it beeps. So it's definitely hidden, obviously. I mean, you know, there shouldn't be any out in the open shrines out here anymore. What is that? That's a Stalhinox, or whatever you call it. I don't know if that has anything to do with the shrine that I'm looking for, but it's definitely something of interest to do. We haven't done that yet. I think it's somewhere out here, the shrine. What's that, too? Is that a star piece, or... What is that? That's gotta be something special. Oh, it's one of those bunny things. Yeah, I'm not gonna... Ugh. That's a big waste of arrows. Again, you gotta remember, it's not as big a waste of arrows as it appears. Because when you're shooting the multi-shot, it only uses one arrow. Why am I using a wooden mop? Use something a little bit better. Go ahead and break it on him. There you go. Oh, also, I'll use up my Master Sword hits on it, which is just one shot. What can I use on this guy? I really don't have great weapons on me. I have a lot of weak stuff. This is pretty good. I'll use... Actually, I'd rather use something heavy. I'll use the Claymore. That's perfect. So the they're called Stalhinoxes. They generally work the same way as the regular Hinoxes. I guess we'll learn... Ooh, I just killed a cricket. I guess we'll learn what specifically sets. Oh, okay, that's what happens. Their eye pops out when you hit it enough, and you actually have to attack the eye, not the body. Kind of like the head coming off of the other style enemies. Thing is, attacking the eye doesn't do damage to the health bar. You saw the health bar really low. I guess I'm just gonna finish him off this way. I don't know if there's like a separate health bar for the eye, but see, I just hit him there, but it didn't finish him. Let me eat. I guess I can eat those roasted meat products I just made. So I'll go ahead and have these, have those, that. That's good enough. One more of those. I'm trying to get a quick shot off on him. See, what he does is he actually pulls his arm out, and I guess he's going to use it as a melee attack. And I'm not quite sure how the health bar works with them. I guess, I don't know if it's a separate one for the eye or what. I definitely want those weapons. Let me get rid of some of my weaker stuff. Here, actually, I'll go... Let's get far away, so I don't have to pick up these weapons when I'm picking up my new weapons. I can get rid of this. I don't know how much stamina this particular weapon has, so I'm gonna go ahead and drop this stupid thing. It's a novelty, just gimmick thing. I'll get rid of this because I'm getting a Thunderblade, so that's a good replacement for that. And this spear is pretty weak. I really don't ever want to get rid of one-handed weapons. And I actually might come back for that spear. I think I'm getting the same thing. That's exactly what I got. I got something worse, actually. Let's drop that. Pick up what I just dropped over here. And, okay, so really I just dropped the electric rod. Okay, so let's get back to this hunt. See, going towards where I just climbed, it doesn't beep as intensely. Okay, head in this direction. It's weird. It's like, it's flaring up, but it's not always beeping. I think it's gotta be somewhere in the woods here. Maybe here is what looks like a Korok. I see a rock there. Right? Yeah, there you go. Might want to check the tops of the trees, too. You never know. I'll get to that another time. Oops, I didn't mean to throw that at the Korok. Oh well. It still gives me good beeps out here. Now what if I head in these directions? I've already... Oops, what did I do? I think I accidentally shot my bow. I tilted my gamepad down and hit my R button. I guess I can climb that again. See, last time I climbed that, I didn't really get anything. Get any good reads. So I'm gonna go ahead. This is gonna be a good opportunity to use my Revali scale just to save some time, and then I'll have to just climb the rest of the way. Alright, not that I need it, but there's a small resting spot right here. Let's see. Will you rest here? Is it worth trying? I don't think so. But it's a good place to kind of fall back on and slide down to in case I do run out of stamina, which it doesn't look like I will. It's getting awfully close. I can do a big... Here, I'll do a leap of faith, and it was just enough. I probably would have been fine anyway if I did run out. So we're not getting any reeds up here. So let me get to a good place I can run around in a circle. It really is very weak up here. And the only time it gives me a good beep is when I head back out towards the woods. See, that's what I'm talking about. It tends to favor going out that way, but it also definitely wants me to go up here. At least up this wall that I just climbed. My best guess is it could be a bombable hole in the side of the wall. That's what it must be, because it was like when I was down below on the ground, it was really favoring this wall. So I might just have to scale this wall. Beeping a little more now. It's the altitude that I don't think I have figured out. So I have to stop in various places along the wall and walk around and see if it gives me better reads. So I'm going to try right here. Hopefully it's enough room to get an idea if I want to go further up or go back down. It seems to make me want to go back down. But the read isn't as nice coming out this way, and it's nice going this way. Okay. I'm gonna go back and forth right here. It likes this spot. Well, now it's not beeping very well again. Oh, there it is. Okay. I'm surprised I didn't see that. This bell is about to break, but it's gonna break at just the right time as I... Yeah, that's actually pretty neat to use the 5-shot bow with the bombs. Then you get 5 bombs shot out. Okay, there we go. We found a shrine. I'm curious if it's going to be a real puzzle shrine. Hopefully I'll be able to get it in. I think I should be able to. Oh, well, I'm glad I have my gamepad. It was kind of a random choice for this session to use my gamepad, but I'm glad I have it now. So, I don't know if I'll be able to get this in this video, but I'll try. I have a few minutes to spare. What is this? It's just going to make me create paths. It's not too bad. At least it's not going to be that stupid thing that I'm really dreading. I think I'm still going to have to do one of these things where I use the gamepad to control like a hammer thing and push a ball into a hole. Kind of like a little game of golf, I guess. This one might not be too bad. Well, oh, I remember, this stupid staircase puzzle sucks. So maybe it will be a rough one that I may not get done in the video. Again, I'll try. Just gotta stop at just the right spot. See, I might get them lined up, but it might not be at the point where I can get up to the other side. This should be just fine, though. Perfect. And what's this one? Just regular staircase. I don't have to manipulate this one. Very linear. Well, then again, all the shrines are pretty linear, and that's kind of the disappointment with them sometimes. Oh, this is gonna have some treasures on it, I bet. It's gonna have all sorts of different ways to solve it. I don't even know if I want to go for the treasure or not. I guess I'll try. If I can get it right around... I want to get it facing me right there. This is just to get that treasure. Run up and grab it. And then, I don't know what that staircase is for. Oh, ooh, I'm glad I did that. I thought that was going to be optional. I am so glad I did that. I don't know where the locked door is, if it's on the other side, but that would be a pain. Getting all the way to the other side, solving the puzzle, and then realizing that you need a key. It's actually pretty clever. Now, I think I just want to get this to the... Well, hold on. No, yeah, I want to get that to the far right. But then I also want to make it sure I can get on that. That should be fine. Little thing to climb there, but not bad. I can get up over here. And I can't get over there, though. Damn, that is tough. So you can't really see the back part of it and see where it ends up. So I was close, but not close enough. I need to push it to my right. Oop, no, that messed everything up. Yeah, see, I keep an eye to your right over there. I need that to be on the right side, the staircase. If I can just... Oh, hold on. If I just get a little bit of it accessible. I wonder if that would work. Right there. It might. I was really watching the back part. But as long as this is just enough for me to get up over here, this should work. This should definitely work. Okay, cool, it worked. Now, are we done? Yeah, it's a big question. we are done. Okay, so this will definitely end this episode. Next time on Breath of the Wild, I am going to actually head towards another shrine quest I've been working on that I inadvertently got the answer to. I'll explain that later. So, I will see you next time, folks. Take care.